Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we're heading to the Eastern Front for a game of Chain of Command 2. Alright, so today's our second game of Chain of Command 2. Our first game, I think it went quite well. I don't think we made too many mistakes. We really enjoyed all the changes, the additions, super solid stuff. So we're looking forward to this one, where we're going to be heading to the Eastern Front and trying out the Soviets for the first time and a different German platoon. The Soviets are very different, as you'll see when we look at the forces, and I'm quite excited to try these guys out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. So first up, we'll do terrain. The mat today we're using is the Valley Mat by Cigar Box Battle. Super colorful, vibrant, just a great mat. Check out the description if you want to get one of these for yourself. Game terrain wise, we'll start over here. So we got some tall fences. We got them here. We got them here. These are going to be major obstacles, or medium obstacles. You got to get drop the highest one if you want to go over. Highest of the 2d6, I should say. Soft cover, block line of sight if you're not within 2 inches of it. We have some minor obstacle, hard cover walls here. Some minor obstacle stone wall here. Minor obstacle light covered fence there. All of the buildings on this board are going to be soft cover. Other than that, we have a few patches of grass here and one over there. Those are going to be light cover if you're in it. And the only really trees, we got a small clump here. It's going to block line of sight, soft cover. Block line of sight, soft cover. And then an orchard here, which is going to be soft cover, does not block line of sight. And I think that's it for the terrain. Today's mission is the delaying action from the rule book. So in this one, the defender is going to be defending one objective, and they will be starting the patrol phase in a 12 by 24 inch box, 24 inches from the edge in the center of the table. They will place 3 patrol markers in that box, while the defender, or the attacker I should say, places 3 or 4 anywhere along their edge. The attacker will then get they'll get some free moves. So on a 1 or 2, they're going to get 1 move. On a 3 to 6, they're going to get 2 free moves. And then the patrol phase will begin. At the end of the patrol phase, the defender will place 2 jump off points as normal, and they'll place a 3rd one in the box that they deployed their patrol markers in to begin. That jump off point is going to be the objective for the game. The attacker then places 3 jump off points themselves. They're going to get, for support, attackers are going to get 1d6 plus 8 support points. Defender's going to get half of that, plus any force rating difference. And the restrictions as far as support goes, defender can bring no engineering support, and neither side can bring mortars, and the attacker is going to get D3 chain of command points. And we're also going to be using the ticking clock and final countdown, which are new rules designed to enhance the importance of objectives in the game. The final countdown, I believe either side can call it in this one, but as soon as the objective is captured, if you spend 3 chain of command points, you begin the final countdown, which pretty much means you take, or there's as many phases left as your opponent, or whoever has called it opponent, has force morale. So there's a limited number of phases left. If during that final countdown 666 game end is rolled, the game will end immediately. At the end of the final countdown, it continues to go, but the second double phase is rolled, the game ends. So pretty much it allows the defender a chance to try to recapture the objective, or it allows the attacker to try to regain the objective if they had attacked, gained it, and then lost it. And the ticking clock allows the defender to spend a full chain of command dice to reduce the attacker's force morale by 1. So that's pretty cool. I'm assuming that the attacker at that point could use the chain of command dice, one of their own chain of command dice, to avoid it. But if they do that, then obviously they're going to not have any pips to do anything with. So that's a way to force the attacker also to start moving. You start dropping their force morale against their will, just using a chain of command dice. That's good motivation to get going. So anyway, that's the mission. Let's go ahead and look at the forces. I'll begin with the German side. This is the Panzer Grenadier platoon. So the first game we played the generic German infantry platoon, which is very similar to the American infantry platoon, the British infantry platoon. But this time we're going to break out the Panzer Grenadiers. They're infamous in Chain of Command for how hard they hit, how tough they are to deal with, and I don't really see them much different in this one. They're going to be a tough nut to crack. They're going to have 3 squads. Each squad is going to be a dual MG42 squad, 2 MG42 teams. One's got 4 crew, one's got 3 crew, commanded by a junior leader with submachine gun, and he's going to have 2 Panzerfaust. And then we're going to have a senior leader, machine pistol, lieutenant, commanding the platoon. So you notice there's no Panzerschreck team anymore. That's been removed, but the Panzerfaust remain. Force rating for these guys is +2. There is an option if you want to bring these guys as elite, you can. Bumps them up to a force rating +5. And both the elite and the regular Panzer Grenadiers have the option for a red dice. Red dice has changed. Back in the day, you used to have to buy 3 support points, or 3 different support units, I should say, to be able to access the red dice. Now it's just granted to a platoon in the platoon description and allow you to just bring the red dice outright. So that's a solid option. We've always loved the red dice, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see that here with these guys today. Yeah, so that's it. Panzer Grenadier platoon. Now we have the Soviet platoon. So Soviet platoon, probably the platoon that has changed the most in Chain of Command 2. There's little tweaks to most of the platoons in the game compared to version 1, but this one is just totally different. Version 1, I believe they were just big teams, some rifles, machine guns, a senior and junior leader. And I should look this up, and I think they only had 1 senior leader as well back then. Now we got senior leader, lieutenant, submachine gun, and we have an inferior senior leader, the submachine gun. Inferior senior leader, same as a regular senior leader, except he only has 2 commands. We got 2 light sections. So a light section is going to be commanded by a junior leader with submachine gun. There's a 3-man LMG team and a 6-man rifle team. They do have a special rule now called stay close, which means these teams, they cannot act independently. Yes, they are separate teams, but they still have to stay within 4 inches of each other. So they can still do things, different things, maybe shoot at different targets by command, but they cannot break apart and maneuver. They have to stay within 4 inches of each other. Then we have a heavy section commanded by junior leader with submachine gun, and this is 2 LMG teams with 4 men each. And then the most interesting addition is a sniper. So there is now a sniper team as part of the platoon. So that'll be different. You don't have to buy a sniper now, it just comes with it, which is cool. Force rating is 0 on these guys, so they're going to have a +2 advantage right out of the gate on force support. There's a bunch of other special rules. One particularly interesting one that is the Sons of the Soil, which allows them to deploy in shell scrapes using Chain of Command pips. They can deploy dug in essentially and be in soft cover regardless of where they are, or during the game they can also just dig in. So we'll see if that comes into play in this map, but that's a great option. They also have another one, I cannot pronounce it at all, but it allows tank unpinned or unshocked armored fighting vehicles, tanks, to act as jump off points for tank rider squads. That's really cool. And then there's even another one for Soviet scouts that allow them to act as jump off points themselves for the rest of their section, or if you bring a dedicated scout squad instead of the team, they can act as jump off points for other units entirely. So a lot of really neat special rules now for the Soviets. They're a lot different than Chain of Command 1, so look forward to trying these guys out. And that'll do it. I think we're ready to begin with the patrol phase. Alright, so Andre's here, and we have completed the patrol phase. So I will go over, well, first of all, Andre's the Germans, and we rolled off. He's attacking, so he's attacking from over there. I chose this side, and ultimately I wound up with a jump off point here, one here. This one is the objective, and I got one right up against that fence, so I started way up here, and then Andre is barely able to advance, so he's got one over there by the barn, he's got one in the orchard, and he's got one here behind these walls. For support, Andre had wound up with 13, and I got half of that plus 2, which is 8. So he's already picked his support, and I picked mine. Force morale, I did roll the 6, so I got an 11. Andre's at a 9. Go ahead.
And just for the record, if you're curious, how far did I advance in the patrol phase? I made it 3 inches, 5 inches, and 11 inches.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so he got 1 free move.
And that's with a free move.
Yeah, 1 free move, but I started with my patrol markers up, and then
and
I went first in the patrol phase at a higher force morale.
And you didn't even maximize. You weren't even on the edge of the box.
Yeah. I could have moved all the way up further, but I was kind of in the middle. But anyway, that's the jump off points, objective, force morale, support points covered. Now we're going to talk about our plans.
The German plan. So, really small force, which not sure how to optimize the small number of dudes I've got, but I'm thinking I realize I'm the attacker, but I've got this cool stone wall here, so I'm definitely going to be defending that, and probably trying to work my way up this side. So so what am I bringing? So I had to do the red die because the red die is just incredible. I'm assuming it's still pretty incredible, and it's only 2 points. So that left me 11 points, and that allows me to bring a howitzer mounted on a tank. And I'm not too worried about Travis's armor, but I do know that I'm going to have to be blasting the hell out of his infantry. And he's going to be up here close and tight, so I'm figuring, with a howitzer, I can just kind of be maneuvering around, getting a line, trying to get a bead on his forward infantry emplacements and blast the hell out of them. And once I do, then I'll be able to move up. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. There's just too much open ground, and he's got too good a defensive position for me to try and advance. So a lot of eggs in one basket, and if he does bring a tank, he's got to come in way back on that back corner where the road enters. So it's going to take him a couple of turns before he can even get line of sight, which hopefully I can kind of duck back in here and play a little bit of hide and seek, or just get enough cover that hopefully he won't be able to touch me till I can put a big dent in his infantry. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Not really sure how it'll work, and if he does take out my tank, it's going to be a quick game. Anyway, catch you in a bit.
Alright, for the Soviets, so I brought a Dishka, HMG, and a ZIS-2 anti-tank gun. Just because I don't know if Andre's bringing armor. I'm assuming he is because of how many support points he has, but I don't know. But I'm bringing one anyway. And I'm probably going to try to deploy that behind this hardcover here, covering there. I don't know if I'll be able to get a squad to help soak up rounds or not next to it, but I might. The Dushka in a section, I'm going to try to get over there. And I'm going to try to stop him there. If he gets online and mows me down with 4 machine guns, it might not be pretty, but Dushka and a squad there could do pretty good. That's where I plan on deploying those as a defender. It's sort of a wait and react type of thing. So I don't really have a plan except for where I plan on deploying stuff. And even that could change during the game based on what he does. So the defender is not as easy to make a plan, but the main plan is put the AT gun here somewhere, covering the road, and then the Dishka and another squad there. But I mean, I could put him back here too. We'll see. We'll see how quickly he comes out. If he gets everything out first over there, I probably won't do that. If I can somehow get out first, then I will definitely do that. I don't know if he's bringing a pregame barrage. That could change things. So there's a lot of variables here. So pretty much wait and see what happens and hope to deploy according to the plan. That's it. We'll see what happens. All right, as the higher morale, the Soviets will go first. Andre did start with 3 chain of command points. So I got 3 4s, so I'm going to bring all my senior leaders in and 2 3s. I'm not going to do anything. Andre, he has the red dice, which is going to be the purple dice, and it's 3 chain of command points. Oh, and a double.
And it's only a double phase.
You got a double face.
And a chain of command dice.
3 chain of command. 3 chain of command points, which gives him 2 chain of command dice, and leaves him with a 3 to work with.
And
Andre's brought 1 section in over there in the orchard, and they're going to be placed onto Overwatch.
for no particular reason other than I hate wasting a 3.
Yeah, why not? You never know. Better not do anything.
Actually, I do know, but well, I guess it's possible they could just sit there and not do anything. But
Oh wow, that's the roll I need.
wow,
Damn.
2 2 2 2 2 2 2
4
2
2s and
2
2
2.
1s. Okay. So Andre's done a lot of stuff. First, that squad that was on the board last phase has moved up tactically. Got a 6-inch move. He's up there behind the house now. And then he brought a section in here behind the wall. And then lastly, he brought a section in over by the barn in the grass. So he's got all 3 of his base sections on the board. None of his support or his senior leader. And they came in tactically.
yes,
Looks like, and then they're tactical, and these guys are on Overwatch, and that's it. So it's Soviet phase. All right, 6. Still no 1.
that's a no one.
2 2 3 and a 5.
Travis has got no one.
I need a 1. Can I use a chain of command pip to cut that in half to 2 1s?
You can use dice.
Oh, that would be amazing. Shit. Okay, let me think about it. All right, brought in some stuff. Not exactly what I wanted to do according to my plan, but I see an opportunity. Squad kind of isolated out there by itself. They're in hard cover, tactical in the grass, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I brought in a heavy section into the woods. I brought in one of my light sections next to them, and I brought my inferior senior leader in. We are within 18 of the Germans, so we're going to be hitting on 4s. So we'll start off with the heavy section. 2 light machine guns going to town here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 total hits. That's pretty average. 6 hits on 12 dice, needing 4s.
Yep, that's fairly average.
So you roll these saves, Andre. You do get to split them. You got 2 teams there.
So I got
3 each.
okay.
4-man team.
4-man team is yellow.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to take a shock on the 4-man team, and then the 3-man team is going to take a kill and 2 shock.
I want it to roll low.
Yeah.
Now you tell me.
And then you want to do check your leader. It's not him. You got lucky.
Good to know.
All right, so we'll sort those casualties out.
So
1 dead, 3 shock, spread out. Next up is my light section, which is going to be 6 rifles and an LMG. Also needing 4s. 1 2 3 4 5 6.
didn't we just do this?
2 3 4 5. Sorry, it's 7 this time.
What? I thought you were just going to be average.
And okay, split them up.
Okay.
Oh, nothing.
So
Not a damn thing.
didn't have to split them up.
Nope. Okay, well, all right. And that's it. My senior leader's got an SMG, can't fire. And that's it for me. So we'll just go straight into Andre's face here.
That's nothing.
Chain of command point.
That's that.
So what does that leave you with? 2 2s and a 3 and a 1 from
And
the
a
red
1.
dice. All right, the big boy's in. The Brumbar has entered the game. It is 6 inches from the road, and he has line of sight to both of my squads behind the fence over there. And it's HE13. Need the 4s. Pull off the fence here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 hits.
9 hits. Okay, so 4, 5. Okay. Let's do 5 onto the light section. And this is going to be just in the open because you reduce cover by 1. Oh man, 3 dead and a shock.
Was I supposed to be re-rolling 6s?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll check though. And then 1 dead on the machine gun, the heavy section. So let me check my leader in the light section. It is him. I do have a senior leader in there. See if it's him. It is. See what happens to him. He is knocked out or stunned. That's the new term for it. So it's 2 dead, a stun leader, a shock, and a dead on the machine gun section, heavy section. Check our leader there. Whew, I saw it there for a second. All right, we'll sort all this out. So in the end, took all the casualties out. Inferior senior leader was stunned. He's knocked out. I dropped down to 10 force morale. And now Andre's going to have these guys. He could have fired them on Overwatch. He forgot last phase.
Actually, I remembered. I just didn't remember after you fired.
He remembered too late. And then so he's got 2 MG42s that are going to... And the only thing they can see is the heavy section. So it's all going into them. Eating 5s. Four hits.
And I can machine Grenadier or
Is that a 3? Did you use a 3 for that?
yes.
You can, and you might get Storm of Steel with that.
No, that's why I need to do that. Is for the Storm of Steel.
So that'll add 2 more shots. Okay, let's check and see if Machine Gewehr gives Storm of Steel. Machine Gewehr does give Storm of Steel, so he's going to roll those again.
So I've got 4 hits plus 5 hits.
6 hits.
hits.
7 hits. All right. 7 hits.
Only 7.
Only 7. Oh, only 7 hits. All right then. They're all going on to those poor bastards on the end there. Soft cover. So we got 3 shock. I got off light.
Alrighty.
All right. And is that it for you? Or you still got dice? You still got dice. All right. We'll see what he does. Over here, so Andre did the reposition action, which is 3 chain of command pips. The idea being he would get out here for a free move and then use the 2 to fire full effect. He rolled a 1, so only one of the machine guns got into line of sight, but he can still fire that 1 machine gun at full effect. And what team are you targeting? So if you target these, I think you'll get a +1 to hit them, right? Because I have 3 teams here.
Oh, yeah.
So they're a bunched target.
Shouldn't I have gotten that before?
No, because you couldn't, from over there you couldn't see.
Oh, I couldn't see those.
Yeah, those guys can't see all the teams.
Okay.
But these guys can.
Okay.
So you'd be hitting on 3s.
+1s.
Yeah.
I miss.
Oh my God. Oh, man. All right then.
Only 7 hits. No machine Gewehr.
Thank God. Okay, so I got 3 teams there. So we'll do 3, 2, and 2. How about that?
Okay.
All right, so 3 will go on to the rifle section, rifle portion of the light section. Point of shock. And 2 will go on to the machine gun of the light section. A point of shock. And then 2 will go... Actually, I got 4 teams there. 1 will go on to the one of those. I kind of screwed that up. And then 1 dies in the far heavy section team. Is not the leader. So we'll take out another loader here. And then I'll put out some shock. And I think that'll do it. Andre's finally done. Those guys are beat up pretty bad now. But we're going to see if we can get those guys out of here. I think we'll be able to get him out of there.
Oh, if only you had. You can activate both your senior leaders.
Yeah, one of them's knocked out. So I got a 2 and a 3 and a knocked out leader. So I'm going to have to obviously move those guys out of the way. So I pulled back. Heavy section, I used the 3 for them, was able to pull one of the shocks, so it's 1 shock per team. And then they were able to get back. I did forget to mention during there is an effect for the river. It's going to be a shallow stream. So it's essentially going over a minor obstacle. 2d6 remove the highest or lowest. And then the other section did the same thing. The light section, they pulled back only 3 inches because of the shock, but thankfully I only need to be 2 inches from the fence. Otherwise they would have really been in trouble. They would have been stuck there by themselves. Oh my god. But as of this moment, we are safe. We are out of line of sight. And that's all I can do. Oh, Andre, you forgot to do your your Overwatch thing with your chain of command points as I was pulling off the...
Oh, I
was
was
gonna
just trying to scare you.
Oh,
I wasn't
thought you were
really
really gonna
serious
do it.
about that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. You got a 5, 2 3s, a 4, and a 1. All right. First up, Andre brought in his senior leader over there, with the guys in the grass, and then he put the section over here behind the wall in Overwatch. He had a 1. He activated the driving position in the Brumbar. They only got a 2-inch move, and then with another 3, he had the commander put the gunner on Overwatch. So he moved up and went on Overwatch. And then over there, the senior leader then used commands to pull a shock, and then he moved up with his section. So senior leaders can now move when they come in. I think they're the only infantry that can do that. And then he ordered the other section to move up as well. So they're up there advancing to the fence. And is that it? Are you done?
Yes,
All right.
that is it.
Back to
all
the
of it.
Soviets.
Oh my!
Hey, look at that! All my 5s are all
And
my
both your senior
leaders.
leaders.
Okay.
Which for the Soviets is usually a good
This
thing.
leaves me a 1. I got the 1 I needed finally, but I don't think it's going to help me a whole lot by itself now. 1. And a knocked out senior leader. That means I can't move those guys at all. I do have stuff I can bring with the 1, but I don't think it's a great idea to pull that off now.
Yeah, not ideal.
No, that's horrible.
Rolls for
That was
you
a
there,
horrible.
Travis.
Yeah, I've rolled so many 4s. All right, I'm going to just pass, I guess. So it'll be German phase. Well, I'm not doing anything.
But you did it really well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Germans are unlimited everything.
Look at all my senior leaders activating.
Nice.
Back up to a pip.
Nope, you know, the 5 on the red dice does not count.
Busted.
So at least 3 4s, a 1 and a 2. Senior leader, or no, the junior leader on a 2 and a 1 of the squad in the grass pulled both shock. The senior leader then ordered that section to run up. He ran up with one team, they got to the fence, he pulled their shock. Other team caught up, they took a shock. And then the other section just advanced up 6 inches normally. And that's where they end up. They have got within 4 of my jump off point, so that will shut that one down. And Soviet phase.
Not a
Cannot
1
get a
to
1.
save you.
Cannot get
But-
a 1. But
You got
4.
a chain of command die, and I don't.
Yeah, that's true. There's things I could do with this. I could dig in.
That's a good spot.
It's a good spot to dig in. It's right there on the edge of the river, not one step back. We can't even see each other.
The art of war. Back your troops up against a wall, and they will fight to the death.
Yes. There's nowhere to go. All right, so that's what? 2 2s, a 3, and a 4. All right, so first thing, I moved my jump off point. I was just within 18 of that fence, so I have to be more than 6 behind my guys, move the thing up to 18. I was literally right there, so it's now behind the fence. And then I started pulling these guys back. The heavy section got pretty good move. Sadly, the light section barely moved at all. I did pull 1 shock off of them. So you just have to hope that Andre doesn't get a double phase, get up here. It's going to take you a while. You got to get up to the fence, get over it. So he's not going to be shooting, even with the double phase, it's going to be tough. But at the same time, it's going to be tough for me to even get across the damn river. So my 4, sadly, like I was telling Andre, probably the worst thing that happened during that entire barrage that I got hit was losing my leader, my knocked out senior leader. Because with him around, even inferior, I could have been doing a lot more stuff. But it is what it is. So that's it. So it's German phase.
Rolling my 6 dice.
The 6 dice. Oh no, it's a double phase. It is a double phase.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking
Man.
about? Yes, you do.
And then, so I'll be back to 1. So what does it leave you with here? 2 ones and a 3.
3.
All right, first part of the double phase, Andre has pulled a point of shock with the senior leader, and everyone has advanced up to the fence. Now that is a medium obstacle, so he will have to roll 2d6 and remove the highest dice when he goes over.
I forgot I had a double phase there.
Oh.
I'm going to activate my driver again.
Okay. He's a little hesitant.
At least I'm not on Overwatch.
He's moved 4 inches.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll do it again.
Long. Moving on to the next double phase. Not this time.
Not this time, but
You got enough. 2 4s, 2 3s.
that was the idea.
So Andre has, he's come across. Senior leader ordered both sections over. The one he's with didn't get a great move. They just got over. But the other one got 4 inches over, which put them within fisticuff range of me. But he's going to throw some grenades. So he's going to have his junior leader of the section in fisticuffs throw 2. And the senior leader is going to order them to throw 1 more. So all 3 of theirs. And they all made it.
Throw
I'm
all
gonna
your
get
grenades,
9
boys.
hits. So this is all on the rifles. 1 dead and a shock. And then the machine gun. 2 dead. So,
And a shot.
well, we'll see if the leader... Yeah, the leader's hit. Okay, well, there goes this assault. He's dead. Okay. This is just not my day, is it?
No.
Which actually is going to save his ass, because I had 22 dice before he started throwing. He got the idea to throw the grenades, which would have, and he had 10. But now that's going to be, yeah. So I lost, well, the leader's killed outright. Then I'm going to lose, that was the machine gun. So I'll be down to 1 guy in the machine gun. And I lose a rifleman. And I took a shock, which is going to drop me. So we'll have to recount the dice, but that's definitely going to change the total. So we'll recount them, and we'll roll the bad thing for the leader, and then we'll be back. Yeah. Okay. Well. So that dropped me, what, I say 7 dice? I'm down to 16. So that was a big difference. Killed the leader. I dropped 1 of my force morale. My leaders are not doing well. You know you're having a bad day when your leaders can't stop getting hit. But I'm still at 16 to his 10. So let's roll them up here. You ready, Andre?
Yeah.
I got 5. That's
5.
respectable, I guess.
Well, that's going to be hard to match on 10 dice.
Is it?
Yep. 3.
Okay. So in Chain of Command 2, 5s are no longer kills. They're only shock.
Oh.
6s are kills.
Okay.
So I got 2 kills
I got 2 kills.
and 3 shock, but they're still considered hits. So it's not by how many kills, it's total hits, and a shock is still considered a hit.
Okay.
So you got 3 hits and I got 5 hits.
So you beat me by 2.
I beat you by 2, but my leader's already dead. So I'm going to lose 2 guys. Shit, I guess I'm going to lose my LMG team. So that's going to be a team wiped out. You were going to, so check your leader. It's not him. So you're going to lose only 2 guys. And then I took 1 shock and you took 3 shock. We'll come back after we sort all this out. In the end, Andre defeated by 2. He fell back, so he's got 2 shock per. He lost 2 guys, or he took 3 total shock. But being defeated by 2, he only fell back 6, didn't take any additional shock. So he just back again across the fence, got 1 and 2 shock. Honestly, he doesn't look any worse for the wear than he did going into it. Even though he got defeated. But meanwhile, I lost my leader. My LMG team got wiped out, and I have a -2 on the force morale on that one. So I'm already down to 7 from 11. And I got 3 guys left. Grenades. Grenades are great.
Well, throwing grenades on the way into assaulting is...
Yeah, because it's not an action, right? It's just a command. So you can do it no matter what you do. Yeah, without the grenades, it would have been 22 against 10, and I think you would have probably been falling back 18.
I'd have been hurting, yeah.
I mean, you still got 2 machine guns with crews and a leader.
Yeah, no, I'm still combat effective.
Yeah, I'm not. I got 3 guys left.
You're just trying not to lose more.
3 Soviet riflemen.
Another bad thing.
Yeah, all right. What else you got?
That was it.
That was it. All right, Soviet phase. Come on. Oh, I need something here. A 1.
You got another pip.
That's 4. Yeah, another pip. So at 2, back to 2. And again, a 4 with I can't use. I guess I could bring in my leader.
But then you're 50% on your reserves coming out.
Yeah. Okay, let me think about how I want to do this here. And I debated on how to do this. The way I've been rolling tonight, I could have used a 1 and a 3 to focus fire with the AT gun. So I brought in, first of all, I brought a ZIS-2 gun in. And I will get a side shot on the Brumbar, who has frontal armor. So hits on the side are equal to hits on the rear. But first I got to hit them, so I need 5 on 2d6. If I were to use the 2 and the 1 to combine to make a 3, I could have focused fire and made it a 4. But then he'd be out there by himself. So I also brought in the senior leader, and he's in range of that squad in the river. And then I brought another section in, but I brought him in off the other jump off point because I didn't want a bunch target. I didn't need 13 HE coming in hitting on 3s, so I was able to get one team within 4 of the gun, but there's not 3 teams that can be all within 4. So squad came out, ZIS 3 came out, senior leader came out. Now we take a shot at the tank. Kaboom. A 4? Oh my God! I should. Shit, man. You know what?
But
This
it'll
is
just
not my
happen.
day. There's just no getting around it.
But at least you called it.
I just cannot. No, I knew that was going to happen. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm trying to make a good game of it here, but the dice gods are not helping me at all. Okay, let me think what to do next. I had the senior leader remove the 2 shock and order that squad in the river to pull back. They didn't get a great move, but they are out of the river now at least. And then I am going to fire with the other squad that deployed way the hell over here at these guys behind the wall. They're on Overwatch, but who knows, I might get lucky here. We gotta get lucky at some point, right? Needing 5s. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. So split them up. Hard cover.
Okay. Black, purple.
Ooh, I got a dead. Killed somebody. Oh boy. See if it's your leader. Nope. Just a dead guy. Okay, so he can fire back now.
Okay.
With 18 shots. No, 16 shots. It's 8 per machine gun. I'm still pissed. I'm not going to get over that one.
18?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Needing 5s?
5s, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 hits.
And the 6s don't matter.
Alright, so that's 3 each. So 3 on the rifle team. Dead and 2 shock. 3 on the machine gun. Nothing. Oh God, please don't be my leader. This is just... He's knocked out. Okay.
Medic!
This-
Hey, look at all the leaders laying around over there.
I've lost 3 leaders already.
Yeah.
So let's do a bad thing happens. That's got to be good, right?
Yeah.
-1. So I'm at 6 already, and then I took 2 shock on the rifle team. You know when your leaders are just getting hit nonstop, that you're not going to be doing much that day.
It's harsh. It's harsh.
I went from 11 to, I'm down to 6 from 11 already.
Yeah.
And I won the combat, supposedly.
That's with winning a combat.
And that's it. So we'll just go right into Andre's phase and just maybe you can just put me out of my misery here.
So, was it? Or no, it was.
It doesn't matter.
It was like this.
He's doing the reverse red dice at this point, which is fine.
Well, the
Same
orange
thing.
dice are kind of like red dice, but the purple dice is kind of like a red dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting off, first the drum bar rotated. So at 45, didn't cut it, couldn't get it in the arc. So we had to use 2 dice to get in to fully turn, since he has no turret, thankfully. But he did go on Overwatch. So that was a 1, and then he used the commander to go on Overwatch. After that, so over here, he moved up. Only got double 1, so he just barely moved up. Senior leader used 2 commands, but when they're out of line of sight, pulled both shock.
All 3.
All 3 shock. And then this section, they advanced up 1d6. They are now within line of sight in the woods, firing at these guys at half effect, so 1 machine gun. Even 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is that only 7?
Oh, I can't reroll my 6s?
Not unless you do machine gewehr.
Uh,
All right, you can miss at some point, Andre.
I did. I didn't do machine gewehr. That cost me 4 rerolls.
I can't do it. I don't even have enough pips to hit the dirt here, so I'm just going to be taking it right in the face.
Wow.
Dead and 3 shock.
That's a pretty good outcome for that.
Yeah, I still have a leader, though. He hasn't been hit yet. Yeah, he's not care. He don't care. So I lose a guy, and then I'm going to take 3 shock. So I should have rolled these separate. I made a mistake. But so I'm down to 2 guys with a 1 shock, and I got a 3-man with 2 shock. A still wounded senior leader, but somehow my other leader is unscathed. And then lastly, it's going to be this squad here firing all the way across at these guys with 16 shots.
16 shots.
Even 5s.
And machine gun.
Is this a 3? You could do it with the 3.
No, I used the 3 to put him on
Okay, then no, you can't do
Overwatch. So no machine gewehr. Oh.
it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 8 hits. Okay, so I need 4 each.
Don't you have 3 teams there?
Only 2.
Aren't those guys within 4?
I'm sorry, you're targeting this team?
I was targeting.
Oh, so then it'd be these 2 teams.
Okay.
All right, so these guys, only 2 dead, so I got lucky there. Point of shock. Let's check and see if it's the leader. It's not the leader, thank God. But I do lose 2 crewmen. Damn, man. I'm getting my butt kicked here. All right. Are you done yet?
Sure.
Shit, I still got a sniper off the board. I gotta get him up on the water tower here. So I'm down 2 crew, but no shock, thankfully. Alright, so Soviet phase. You got a double phase. Nope, I haven't gotten one yet. 2 2s, 2 4s, and a 5.
You could activate 3 senior leaders.
Yeah, good. Hey, I got 3 chain of command pips, though, so I can maybe do something with that. Alright. Well, I got my senior leader there. Okay. He's definitely going to fire at the tank, which is sadly front armor to me now. So I got to get through an 11 armor, assuming I hit. And he's on Overwatch too, so he'll be able to just fire back. All right, let me think what I want to do. The 4, my senior leader, gonna have the gunfire. Man, I don't know. If I fire at you though, you're gonna, well, no matter what I do, that thing's gonna unload its cannon on me. So I have to pretty much destroy you. Cannon at the tank, squad and heavy section at these guys. Those guys I can't do anything with. Even with the 2, because they're just a team now. So I can't even move them with the 2. So they're just kind of stuck there. And then, yeah, so let's just start off with the cannon. Straight at the tank, needing a 5. Oh, I got a hit.
7.
So I'm a 9, 2, 3, 4,
You're a 9?
5, 6, 7. I'm a 9 against your 11.
Wow.
All right, come on, Zis 3.
Before it hits, I'm gonna go ahead and fire my Overwatch. I see the
Before the
round
roll.
coming.
Fire! We saw the puff of smoke, and he's
So-
that fast. I'm a 9 and you're an 11. So
I roll 11 dice.
You roll 11, and we both need 5s. Yeah, 5s again for me because I'm facing now your front armor again. So here we go. Come on, Zis 2. 1, 2, 3. Not bad.
Nice roll.
Yeah, it's not bad. Whiff. We got 2. 3. Okay, so it's a tie. All right.
Didn't you have 4?
I think so. 1 net hit on the tank, so I can't destroy it, but maybe I could do something to it. On a 2. What's 1 net hit on a 2? 1 shock.
1 shock.
That ain't gonna be enough. That's not gonna get it done. Yeah,
Shocking.
that's not nearly enough. So I guess go ahead and fire your Overwatch back at me again. All right, 13 HE on the way back. 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's what I see.
Okay. So I got 2 teams here. The rifle team and these guys. So we'll do 4 on the rifle team, and then 3 on the gun. So let's start with the rifle team. This is going to be in the open. Wow, 3 dead. My dead pile is getting quite large. And then dead and 2 shock. Okay, let's see if it's the leader over here. Yep, well, why not? The leader over here? No. Thank God. Okay, so it's 2 dead, and the leader, oh, he's already hit. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, he can't be
can't
hit.
get hit.
Yeah, because he's
He's
stunned.
already hit.
So it will be 3 dead. All right, so we'll do 2. Oops.
Ooh.
I'm falling apart here.
I took the water tower on top of your gun.
Stun leaders no longer can be hit, which is good. That's a good change. And then just 1 more guy here, and then 2 shock. That's the big problem, because if I fire back, assuming I get a chance, it's going to be another -2 to hit. All right, so that's that. Next is going to be this section firing into here.
Okay. I reduced my 3 points.
It's going to hit the deck, hit the dirt. So it'll be in hard cover now. So this is these guys over here. Probably not within 18, or are they?
That looks like way over.
Looks like it's too much to me.
Yeah, we're at 20.
So we're at 5s. Needing 5s.
Way over.
1, 2, 3 hits. Hard cover though.
And splitting them up.
Splitting them up.
Okay. Blue on my left.
Woohoo!
Nice. Hey, look at your 6s are coming back to haunt you.
So that's shock and hardcover.
Yep.
So we got a point of shock.
Yeah, check your leader. Come on, leader. Oh man, I need a German leader hit.
Okay.
So it's just a dead guy.
So, well, it's a dead guy in each.
Yeah. Dead
2
guy.
dead guys.
2 dead guys.
Which
We've got 2 2-man LMGs and 2 leaders. Next up is what's left of the heavy section. Will now fire straight ahead. 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again in hardcover. Nothing. Shit, that would have been nothing in soft cover. And that's it for me. Yeah, that's everything. German phase. Oh, man.
Oh.
End of turn. Hey, my leader gets
I was gonna say, I got your leader up.
Too bad you got a double phase, so there's going to be 26 HE coming my way.
So-
The next two phases.
I get a pip, you get a pip,
Oh yeah,
and I've got a
1 and a 3. So Andre made a 4. He opted not to fire the Brumbar again. Instead, he's activated the senior leader. He pulled the shock off the team in the trees. He ordered the other team to move up, but they got just back to the fence. And with his third command, he's going to have the two teams fire straight ahead at the guys right in front of them across the river in force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. And they're in the open. I guess I could have went down. Man, what the hell? Should I hit the deck? I guess I probably have to declare that before you roll, though. Huh?
Well, you should have, but at this stage, I don't mind if you want to.
I'll just save my points. So the guys on the closer to you, that's a dead and 2 shock. And then the other guys, a dead. So let's check our leader. Oh man, don't be watch the inferior guy get knocked out again. No, not him. Okay. So I'm gonna lose 2 guys and take
So
2 shock.
this guy and your loader here.
So he's just down to one guy.
Yep. And he took 2 shock,
Wait.
so he's at 3 shock.
Yeah. All right, they're 1 shock from being pinned. 5 guys left, 5 shock. So we'll go into the next phase. Andre decided to show me a little mercy by not firing that howitzer at me again.
And I'm not sure if that was merciful or not, but the 6 doesn't count on the red dice.
Nope.
We got another pip. And
2 4s and 2 3s. So these guys, first of all, he jumped the fence. So this was a 4 or a 3.
with a 4.
Okay, so the senior leader ordered the guys. They did make it over the fence, and they got right back into fisticuffs with that same section. These guys only have 2 dice, though. That's all they have. 3 guys with 3 shock, so 2 dice. They're going to have quadruple that. So these guys are just captured. So I think you need to send guys back to the rear with them, Andre.
Okay.
It's like every 2 guys you have to send a man. Of course, honestly, this is the Eastern Front. Do you think that the Germans are
It is written in the Geneva Convention.
It's like, yeah, you better escort these prisoners gently back to the rear. Yeah, right. They're going to shoot them on the spot and be like, keep moving, keep moving. But as written, it's 1 guard for every 2 guys, I think. So you're going to lose, we'll just say 1 guy.
Or I could send a machine gun team back with them.
Yeah, right. Well, you got 1 guy. You got a guy right there.
Well, but it's...
So it's a machine gun, and then you'd be down to 1 guy on the machine gun. I'll double check all this, but I'm pretty sure I remember that. So they quadrupled them up, captured them. They're going to march them back to the POW camp.
Hey, you lost 3 shock.
Nice. And I also lost the team wiped out, which is another bad thing. We roll 6 here. It's another -2. No, it's -1. This drops me all the way to 5. Man, I've gone from 11 to 5.
Well, you're about to go down a little more.
Oh boy.
Maybe a bunch more.
What are we doing now?
This could actually end it.
So you're firing the
16 shots into these guys.
All right, fine. I'm gonna hit the deck. I'm going tactical. See if the soft cover will save me a little bit at least.
Yeah, it won't hurt.
It'll help.
All ready?
I'm ready.
And can I machine gewehr this?
With the 3, yes.
With a 4. So yes,
Yeah.
because so machine gewehr.
So you add 2 dice.
Oh,
Because the machine gewehr, not only does it give you Storm of Steel, it adds the number of dice per command.
all right.
Needing 4s. And re-rolling sixes.
Wow.
I see a lot of sixes in there. Yeah, I think
Okay, so there's 6 hits there.
you got 5 sixes.
So I got 5 re-rolls. I got...
These are all misses, right?
No, these are all hits.
These are hits?
Yes.
What are these?
Well, these are the 5 hits for the
oh,
re-roll.
oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
So I got
Another one.
2 more plus 1 re-rolling.
Nope.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all you
so
got.
it's only 14.
Only 14 hits?
Yes.
4, 5, 6. So that's 7 each. Yeah, I hit the dirt though, man.
You did.
So the one guy over there. 2 shock. So remember that, 2 shock. And then the other team, a dead and a shock. So I'll definitely be pinned now. I might probably be broken after this. It's not the leader.
Okay.
So
Need a marker for...
Another dead there. And another shock. So what am I at now?
So you got 4 guys and 8 shock. You
They
are
break.
broken.
They do break. All right, 2d6 plus... I forgot. We'll check it out. So these guys, they did break. They fell back. The inferior senior leader is with them at the moment. So Andre has a chain of command dice. He could end the turn, and I'd be rolling some serious bad things. Actually, I got to roll team breaks right now for them breaking. Or no, section breaks. 2. We'll check that out. Drop the one down to 4. Next is the Brumbar firing. Kaboom.
2, 4, 6.
Needing 4s? 1, 2, 3.
Still 6.
1, 2, 3. 6 hits. And you were firing at the gun again or at the team? The gun. Okay, so it's going to be...
The gun. He's got 2 senior leaders attached to him.
Yeah, he does. Somehow he probably hit both of them. You said 6?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 3 on the gun. 2 points of shock. I do have light. Well, I got 2 light covers. I got the fence and the gun shield. I don't know if they probably don't stack. So we'll say 2 shock on the gun and then 3 onto the rifle team. Point of shock.
I thought the light cover for the gun shield did stack.
I don't know. If that's the case, I wouldn't take any shock. I would say that it deletes the fence, but then the gun shield still counts as a soft cover. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, we'll just say that. So nothing on the gun.
makes sense to me.
And then I said, did I already put the shock on here? I can't remember now.
I don't think so.
Hardly matters. So 4 shock. All right, what else you got?
I got these guys can fire at the gun.
Okay. The guys
16.
from way back there on the wall.
16 shots.
16 shots.
Machine Gewehr. I guess I better throw 2 more dice in.
Is this for the junior leaders doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Activating on a 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 with 3 sixes.
3 rolls. 8. Just 8.
8 hits. Nothing on machine gewehr that time. So it'll be 4 on the gun. Soft cover. That's well, there's the shock. 3 points of shock. That'll probably pin them. And then 4 on the rifle team. Soft cover as well. A dead and 2 shock. Well, the leader's already hit, so he can't be hit. So it's just a dead guy. 2 more shock. 6.
They're pinned.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 6. Yeah, so they're going to be pinned. I got 5 shock on 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're pinned as well. Everyone's pinned.
No.
Oh, they're
you guys are broken. Look at the bright side. Not everybody's pinned.
They're broken. My entire force is dead or pinned. or broken. Not a
Except
good
the
position.
sniper.
Yeah, the sniper hasn't even come in yet.
He can save the day.
So is it my turn?
Unless you want me to end the turn.
Are you still going?
No, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you want me to
Okay, end the turn. Yeah, might as well.
put this game out of its misery.
Yes. Okay. So the section goes away, and I'm gonna have to roll the ultimate bad thing. Senior leader routes. On a 3. I've dropped to 2 force morale. As you can see, I'm not doing well. So we're just gonna withdraw. We'll let them have the shed. So
We got the shed!
it's full of food, which is rare to come by in the Eastern Front. So anyway, we're gonna call it, and we'll come back and wrap it up. All right, so here we are to wrap up the game. Clear German victory. Soviets never did anything. Did you lose anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, you lost some guys in that assault.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you did shoot a couple dudes.
Okay, I killed a few Germans, but yeah, I lost my heavy section. I lost one of my light sections. My other light section was pinned with hardly anyone left. My gun was pinned. My Duska never came out. I had a heavy machine gun. That's why I wanted that one, because I was going to put it up here with the squad.
Yeah.
And reducing cover. We would have done more damage.
Yes.
But the one never came out. So, yeah, I mean, the Panzer Grenadiers are just as effective as they were in the last version. Sorry to have to announce that, but they're just as deadly. I mean, Andre was rolling well above average the whole game.
Yeah.
But even if you were just rolling average, I think it would have
It's
still been the same result.
Yeah. No, I don't know that you could have. I mean, I understand you're wanting to make me work for gaining that fence line,
Yeah.
but I just don't know that it's a tenable position, largely because of this little gap right
Yeah.
here, because I was able to,
Yep.
zero in on that, and between 13 HE and whatever machine, if I was doing the Storm of Steel,
Yeah.
it's a ton of firepower anyhow, and being able to put that much firepower on even if you had 3 units up there soaking it all up with the senior leader pulling shock, I don't think you could have held that.
No.
And
No,
well, you
probably
might
not.
have been able to. I guess it's just a matter of could you have inflicted enough damage before
Yeah.
I fold,
That's
you
what.
folded up.
That's all I could do is. That's what my goal was, just to reduce your numbers a little bit at least. But yeah, going tactical in that grass really saved your ass there.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I just couldn't do anything. And my stupid leader getting wounded, the senior leader getting wounded at the beginning, really set me on my back foot. I was rolling so many 4s and I couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I was really happy that you deployed up there. Because if you'd have just held the ground and made me cross the river, it's like,
I thought about that, but
I'm not sure I would have. I mean, I could have moved up, and then I'd have just had to have had a firefight because I'd have to whittle you way the hell down. I just didn't have enough physical bodies to try and cross the river.
yeah. But the Brumbar, I mean, damn.
That's one hell of an equalizer.
Yeah, and I mean the Soviets. That's the biggest AT gun they have in the rule book. It's 9 plus. It's like, okay, I mean, I was hoping to get a bigger AT gun, but that was it. So, and I knew you were talking about the Brumbar. It's like, man, 13 or whatever, 11 ordered or 11 armor.
Yeah.
So when I saw that side shot, I'm like, okay, I got this shit. This is my one chance. And I guess my better judgment, I didn't make the 3 to give me a +1 on that, and of course we know how that ended. Exactly how I expected it to. So yeah, if I would have hit that, even then though, I probably would have got you, because I would have been 3 pluses would have been hits. So I would have had 9, and every 3 plus would have been a penetrating hit. And you would have had to roll 5s and 6s to counter those.
Okay.
So, and then
Yeah.
if I would have got 3 plus I would have taken you out. And I think I probably would have been able to pull that off.
If I'd realized that the side shot was that big of a disadvantage, I never would have turned it sideways to you.
Yeah, I did mention it had the frontal armor rule.
You did, but I thought, okay, so it's what, maybe armor 9 or 8 on the rear?
Well, that's bolt action, but
Well, yeah.
so yeah, the gun. I mean, it had its chance. It blew it. It whiffed, and then
And then,
once that happened, I knew that was my only shot at it. Because the second you survive that, all you gotta do is turn, and then suddenly it's 11 against 9. It's gonna be a hell of a job to get through that.
well, one thing you were, if I'm just shooting back at you, I'm not, your infantry isn't soaking up all those HE shots, but
Well, yeah, and that's why I kind of had to bring a squad out. Remember, that was my debate. Do I bring a squad? And if I didn't bring the squad, I would have hit and probably destroyed you, and then suddenly it wouldn't have mattered if I brought a squad or not.
then you had the guys hanging out in the open, and it's,
Yeah.
that retreat across the river is just harsh. I mean, crossing that
Yeah.
river sucks.
It was supposed to be to slow you down, not me. But it wound up being my enemy. He didn't even make it across the river. So we never got to the final countdown. So again, we didn't make it to the objective. That's the second game now where it pretty much came down to force morale still, which
Well, I mean, 90% of them,
it still does.
yeah.
I thought about, so my initial plan, my plan was to put the Jishka, a squad, and then put the gun over here. But once I saw the side shot, I had to do it over there. And plus, I didn't have the jump off point there. Remember, I moved it?
You pulled it back, yeah.
So that was the only good thing I did in this whole game, was that move.
Yeah.
What was your plan?
Essentially, it was to use the Brumbar to, soften up your infantry and try and move up.
Just show me? Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a good plan. Brumbar.
I honestly, I didn't realize how much firepower I had in those infantry units. Damn, that's a lot of shots.
You know what? I think we might have, now that I think about it, I think we might have been overdoing I think we totally screwed this up. I think when you do machine gewehr, it's for one team. Like, you can't fire the other team. Now that I think about it, man. Ah, damn, that would probably change the way the game played out. Because you were getting, I think we fucked that up.
So
Pretty bad.
you have to use 2 points to give one team machine gewehr?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, that would have just been half of my 6 rerolls would not have happened.
But you wouldn't even get to fire the other team at all.
Really?
Yeah, you have to use both command. If you did it with the senior leader, you could do.
Well, I would have only. Oh, so I might not have been able to machine gewehr at all.
I think we messed that up pretty bad.
Well, there were times when I had, the senior leader was ordering everybody to fire.
A senior leader could do it. So it says when a leader is attached to a machine gun team, either as part of a section or discrete MMG, uses 2 or more orders, they can add that many firepower dice, and they also gain. Yeah, so a senior leader he wouldn't be able to have both teams fire. It'd be machine gewehr with 10 shots. Or 8,
Yeah.
8 plus the 2. Yeah, so you were getting an extra 8 shots, and then we were working those 6s into the Storm of Steel as well. So we totally screwed that up. I don't think it would have changed the outcome very much.
No, but it would have definitely been that's at least a dozen hits you probably wouldn't have taken.
Yeah, we messed that up. We were getting a little over ambitious with the machine gewehr there. So,
oopsie. I'm not sure I've ever fired a machine gewehr before.
We've done it before, but it's
well,
not
you've
as
done
common.
it a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, that did your Storm of Steel. You were rolling a lot of those.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of inordinate number of 6s coming out.
So lesson from this game, which a lesson I already knew, which for some reason I didn't think about during the game, was that you can only machine gewehr one team. Unless you're a senior leader, then you can machine gewehr one team and have one command left to have the other one fire normally. But then you would have to roll separate. You would have to roll those separate.
Or I have the senior leader machine gewehr 1, and I have the use a 4 and a 3 to activate one section to fire machine gewehr.
It'd be one team. So you need a junior leader and a senior leader to do a full section machine gewehr.
Right.
Yeah.
Which there were times when I probably could have pulled that off.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
It would have been less than half the time, but
I don't think that would have changed the outcome of the game at all. But the Brumbar is doing its thing. I mean, the machine gewehr, yeah, it killed a bunch of guys, but whatever.
it just the fact that you weren't able to. Once you were stuck back in this no man's land, it was pretty obvious to me that, with the senior leader attached, your force morale was just going to crash.
Yeah.
You can't lose that many sections and
No.
and survive it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how many extra machine gewehr hits there were, because it was 18 dice we were rolling for it, which gives a lot of opportunity to roll a 6.
Well,
So,
statistically, I should have only been getting 3 6s per double.
even with
unload.
18.
Yeah, because it's 1 and 6.
Okay.
So that's 3 6s.
Yeah.
But I was getting at least 4 to 6 6s
Yeah.
each time.
Your rolling was incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so we screwed that up. So sorry about that. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, so, well, anyway, that's it. So regardless of that screw up, the Soviets still would have lost. The second I missed the shot with the ZIS-2, and then the Brumbar rotated to face, so that was it. My only hope would be to back off and then wait for you to run and then move back up. Honestly, you could have just drove the Brumbar right through this gap and
Yep.
just come over here, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Oh, I didn't realize he could claim the objective.
I think you can.
Well, I mean, I would have brought him up, and I've got this section back here that could have marched all the way across. That's just a lot of open ground to be covering if you actually had somebody that could put some fire on him.
Yeah, if anyone left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't think they'd ever move from back there because too much open ground.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that's that. So it's thanks to Andre for coming out. Thanks to our live stream viewers as well, hanging out with us, giving us advice, rules corrections. First game was rough because I was the only one that had the book, so I was all on my own.
Okay.
Now other people have the book and they're telling me what we're doing wrong. Of course, no one bothered to fix our machine gewehr until it was too late. Of course, ultimately, that's our responsibility. I'm not going to blame them for it. But
Usually the side comments, they're keeping us fairly honest
yeah, no, it's great.
during the game, but occasionally I'm better at slipping things through than you are, I think.
Yeah, you think that since it was detrimental to me, I would probably try to pick up on that earlier.
Yeah.
Instead of just watching it being like, damn, that's a lot of 6s. It's like, oh, by the way, you're firing twice as many shots as you should be.
Well, having been on the, I spent a lot of time fighting against German machine guns, and the firepower I was putting out wasn't really that surprising to me because it's like, German machine guns are insane.
I wasn't thinking like, damn, that's a lot of. I'm used to it, but when you're applying the Storm of Steel, suddenly, all of a sudden.
That's the Storm of Steel is a big deal.
That's a huge rule.
I didn't think it was, how often do you roll a 6 and then roll another 6? Well, if you're putting out this kind of firepower.
Yeah, if you're getting 4 or 5
often.
chances, it's going to add a couple of hits. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so it was a good game. Next time the Soviets are going to have to do a little better planning, I think, to try to stop these guys, especially with that freaking Brumbar running around.
Well,
I don't even
and-
know what to do to counter that. You know what I do? I should have brought a tank. So if I had a tank, I could have just like outmaneuvered it because it's got no turret.
Yep, yep.
So
Which honestly, I kind of thought you might, but I've also
should've.
got all those damn Panzerfaust.
Yeah.
Um,
I would have had a limited area to outmaneuver. Like I could have hid back behind here,
yeah.
maybe popped up and fired and then backed out. So a
Well,
tank, I think, would have
you
been
would
a
have
better
made me.
choice.
I probably would have had to, face,
Yeah.
or yeah, it would have limited me a bunch. And honestly, you could have just done the typical, come and get it.
I should have.
It's so hard when you get that great patrol phase and you push somebody back in a little
Yeah.
corner to not make them fight for the ground.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's the deciding factor, is crossing that river. And
Yeah. Even as ankle deep water and slowing, it's still.
if you
Takes a
waited
couple
till
phases.
I started crossing the river to deploy, it would have been a very different.
You would have been a little too close for comfort, I think, because if you got a double phase and sent a scout team, I could have started losing jump off points. So.
Oh,
We've seen that happen. A lot.
Shortest game ever.
Yeah.
I think you
No
drove
one ever deployed.
straight across, and I never
Yeah.
deployed a unit.
Yeah, I kept getting like double phases, and my scouts just moving up. And, hey, I got all your jump off points. Game over.
Okay, well, that was a fun 15 minutes.
All right. Well, anyway, thanks Andre for coming, and thanks again. I already said this, but thanks to all the live stream. Check out our social media stuff: Facebook, Instagram. We got a Patreon if you want to help support the channel. So that's it for this one, and we'll say thanks for watching. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.